Many Americans opt for bottled water over tap as a safe source of drinking water. But for people who have limited resources and are on food assistance, bottled water is an expensive option. So now there's a campaign to promote environmental justice and make clean, affordable water available for everyone. Environmental activist Leah Thomas has teamed up with Brita and has more about a clean water campaign. Hi there, Leah.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
Tell us more about this work that you're doing to promote environmental justice, and what is it that you want our viewers to really know about your work?
Environmental justice is the fair treatment of all people in regards to the environment, environmental regulations, and policies. So the goal of environmental justice is to ensure that everyone has access to a safe and healthy living environment, and that people aren't disproportionately exposed to environmental hazards or pollution simply because of where they live, their identity, or their income. And one example of environmental injustice is that there are many vulnerable communities across the United States that are either struggling with water pollution and water quality, or believe that their water quality does not meet standards that are drinkable. So I've partnered with Brita to raise awareness about this particular environmental injustice.
Well, how big is the problem in vulnerable communities of being able to get clean drinking water?
It's a pretty large problem. However, there are also a lot of predatory marketing campaigns by single-use plastic manufacturers that are encouraging consumers to have distrust in their water supply and rely on their plastic products. So much so that 1 in 4 Americans on food assistance don't trust that the government is providing them with clean water, and that leads us to Americans using 2,000 single-use plastic water bottles every second.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I see all those water bottles sometimes and I'm like, oh, it's all this waste. But for people who are on programs like the SNAP program, is it enough for them to access the bottled water or the clean water that they need?
There's been an increase in spending power, which is the first increase in spending power since 1975. So it's definitely a step in the right direction for food assistance, but there's a long way to go, especially because a lot of families who are on food assistance are spending $20 per week or more on plastic water bottles.
Oh.
And this can be mitigated by using plastic, by avoiding using these single-use plastic water bottles and opting for water filtration systems like Brita that can provide people with clean and safe drinking water. So the rest of those funds can go towards healthy food and produce.
So talk a little bit more about helping people break that habit of those single-use plastic water bottles if they don't feel that the water is safe to drink right out of the tap.
If you don't feel that the water in your community is safe, please contact your local representatives and also look into the water quality data in your neighborhood and your community. And in addition to that, a lot of people might not know that Brita products like the Long Last Plus filter are actually able to filter up to 99% of lead and other toxins in their water. So opting to use some of these water filtration products for clean water as well.
Awesome, that's really good information. Any other advice, any other words you can say about companies and the work they can do toward real change and providing solutions to really support people and the entire planet?
I think corporations definitely have a responsibility to help protect both people and planet. And an initiative by Brita that I'm really excited about is their commitment to ensure that 1 million more Americans will have access to clean water by 2030, and they're also donating $25,000 of these pitchers with those water filtration systems I was talking about earlier. So I think more companies should follow suit with similar initiatives.
Well, that is a great goal. Leah, thanks so much for joining us today. If you want to learn more about the push to provide safe drinking water, go to Brita.com.